Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, depending on what time you're watching this next episode from me, Avomance, on the Avomancia Peninsula. I am stood on the bridge twixt my fields and my barn and silo that we did last week, which is actually a really exciting place to be. Can you see all the golems that are in the back there? We've got so many iron golems. I'm proper looking forward to taking down all these walls and just letting the poor little fellas flood across the entire peninsula. But today, we need to provide something that is going to help get this wheat that we've made here all sorted. Don't go on there, mate. Don't go on there. So we've got fields of wheat. There will be more fields of wheat, you believe me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a windmill. And you know I was going to do a windmill if you saw last week because I said so. But the question was, where? Where, oh where do we do a windmill? And I've thought and I've thought and I've thought. And I reckon there. Right in the middle of the lake. Well, obviously not in the middle of the actual watery lake. So what we're going to do is I'm going to build here. I'm going to build out so as we've got a bit of a... It's not going to be an island per se because I'm going to just kind of terraform the edges of this to become... So there's like a walkway, a causeway, I think that's the right phrase, isn't it? That goes from here to the windmill. And then also another causeway that goes from the windmill to the barn island. Because then it's joined up all the way. It makes perfect sense. But I'm going to keep this bit of water here in the middle because I like it. And so you can imagine what I'm going to do. If I just get my hold up, there we go. I'm basically going to go out in this direction. I've got to get a load more dirt. Basically go in this direction and probably about in line-ish with the barn. Not in a straight line because that would be dull. I'm going to have an island. It's going to be... on the level that is one up. So the barn you can see is like 2 up from the water. The windmill I think is going to be 1 up from the water with the crops being at the level of the water. So we have a stepped effect. I'm going to have to go and get an absolute ton more dirt. But before I do, I'm going to need to... Can I just take that? No, I don't. I'm going to need to go and have a little kip because the sun go down. Let me get there now. You ever get that feeling in the pit of your stomach when you're doing a job or a task or something like that and you think, you know what, pal, you might have bitten off more than you can chew. Well, this is one of those times. The amount of dirt that this is going to take, I've gone through like 2.5 stacks already. I've got loads, don't get me wrong, I've got absolutely loads, but to make an island of any proportion, not even a big, oh, I've run out, there we go. Not even a big one, just a little one like this, takes an absolute boatload of resource and ages to physically place as well. But, I mean, this is the size. What do we reckon? Do we reckon this is going to be big enough? I don't even know yet. I'm just plugging the holes at the minute just to see what it does. But if I'm actually going to come up on my... I just blew that, didn't I? Yeah, I knew I did. I knew I did it. I did 2. No, I thought I'd done 3 then. I need to replant that. But I think... See, I reckon that might be too small, you know. I still don't think that's big enough. Oh, I don't know. Where's my hoe? I'm going to be grumpy now. Where's my hoe? Right. I need to hoe these. I can't pick up the seeds because I've got no room in my inventory. Right, let's get rid of that. If I then come out there, pop that there like that, and there like that, come down here. I don't want the seeds, I'd rather have the wheat, frankly. And come up here, and then back up. Right, that was more complicated than it had to be by a country mile. But I think I'm going to have to make this bigger. I really do. And it's also a little bit uniform size at the moment. Islands don't have to be a uniform shape and size, do they? I've done it again. The windmill that goes on it is going to be, you know, relatively windmill shaped, obviously. But the island could be a little bit more wobbly, possibly. You get my feeling. Right, so I'm just going to carry on doing this. And hopefully, the next time you see me, the island itself will be done. I've got some grass blocks in my inventory, not in my hand inventory, but in the storage, that I can start to seed up some of this top level. I've not got loads, I've only got 3 or 4 stacks of grass blocks. But if I seed up some of the top here, then that will grow grass across it. I need to put sandy shores around the edge, I think, and we will be golden. Lots to do. The little island is pretty much done, I think. We're looking all right. I've put some beachage around the edge. I might put a little bit more. I'm not entirely sure. All the grass has grown in. Oh, the sun's going down already. All the grass is grown. I'm sure days are only 5 minutes on this place. I'm absolutely certain. The grass is all grown in because I spent a bit of time building in this little path here. It figured to me that if you're going to have a little causeway going onto an island, it's no point that causeway just facing a load of fields, basically just going straight into some bushes and some wheat. It needs a pathway to be able to continue the travel. So I've got a little bit of a pathway. It's a narrow pathway. Maybe I need to get rid of that, actually. That might be an idea. It's a narrow pathway, but slightly less narrow now. Should I? No. I was just about to take that out there, but what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to keep that as it stands right now. That's continues this path through to the island. I'll continue the pathway on a little bit further, and we can start to build the windmill in this area here. I'm not sure how big I want to do it, but I don't want it to be in right splat bang in the middle, because that would just be rubbish. So I'm going to start, I think I'm going to put, he says putting it right splat bang in the middle. If I go 3 there, this is probably going to be a similar type of size to the silo, isn't it? There, 1, 2, 1, 2, no, not there. So I think that's probably not far off, right? You know, do I want to make it slightly bigger? I'm not entirely sure. That might be big enough. No, I'm going to leave it like that for now, I think. And we're going to build up. I mean, at the minute, it literally looks the same as the silo, doesn't it? But it won't be by the time we finish. We're going to do a small base area. Oh, I don't want that. A small base area, and then on the back of the small base area, we're gonna that's going to be made out of like cobble and various stone elements, and then above that, we're going to change it up a little bit, I think, because I think I want this guy to be ever so slightly different. Right, so we'll have the door there, a single door, and get all of these woods done correctly. Now, how high do we want the first 2, 3? Is 5 tall enough? Just have a look. I reckon, yeah, 5 is tall enough for the first level. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get the idea. I'm going to build up this level and start the next bit, and hopefully I'll have made some progress by the time you see me next. It's starting to come along as an interesting looking base type of thing for the windmill. I'm not sure it looks much like a windmill just yet, but at least the stone edging is... God, oh, hang on a minute, where did you come from? Bang. That wasn't on. You just... Hey? You can't hide under my edgings, Mr. Skeleton. That is not playing fair. Right, so I've been experimenting. Inside here, I've got like a nice crosshatch effect with the beams, because right up the middle of this, I'm going to be doing like a grindstone, I think. If I come on the inside. So I've now got what's effectively, it's a little too square potentially, but I'm putting in some white concrete. I don't often use concrete, but I felt that the middle section of this windmill needed something a little bit different to the surrounding area like that. So I'm using this white concrete. I am worried it's going to be too square in this shape. But having said that, if I edge it around using this wood, it might pretend to not be square, if you get what I mean. So basically what we're doing is we're pretending to not be square on this top bit. But I think it might look all right. If I use some, maybe not some dark, I've not got much dark oak, but if I use maybe some spruce to line this over, I've got plenty of the white concrete, so I'm not worried about that. Let me just, if I jump down there, I'm not going to hurt myself too much. Ouch. Right, so if I take a step back just to get a view, see, I reckon, I reckon that's going to look quite nice if I edge it in, you know, a little bit Tudor style with a little bit of spruce steps or something like that. I think that'd be all right. I'm going to crack on building it a little bit more and I'll be back. We've come over to the Hall of Heroes in the mate space. I'm just having a quick peek around because I don't want any green-faced explosive devices trying to bite off my bits. So we are going to come and say, oh, it's Mr. Chicken. If you've been watching my recent mini-series on starter farms, you'll know that Mr. Chicken came and helped me out with a couple of them. Hello, Mr. Chicken. Nice to see you on Avomancia. If you want to skip this bit, there is a timestamp in the description below and on the screen. Although I do wish you'd stay around because I really want to say thank you to a few people. I won't be long, I promise. We've had a bit of housekeeping going on in the Hall of Members because some of the members they've jumped across to the other side. They have defected. They have become patrons. But yeah, so we've got a little bit of a clear out here. So we've got a few gaps. If you want to come and fill it out, please feel free. But we do have 3 new people. Chaos Wizard 90, you're looking awesome there in your leather. Thank you so much for becoming a member. It is brilliant to have you on the team. Jolyn Warren Brock, I hope I've spelt it right this time, Jolyn. I do apologise for fluffing it last time. Jolyn has hopped across into the members section as well, which is amazing. You are an awesome lady and thank you so much for your support. And Jay West. Jay, thanks for becoming a member. I've given you some very special leather armour just to celebrate the fact that you have popped across here. Thanks so much for the support. You are awesome. Now, we're going to pop over to the patrons. Patrons coming down here. We're going to start in Cobble, as we so often do. And in the Hall of Cobble, look, I remembered to dress you this week, which is a bit of an achievement for me. Brendan Pole. Brendan, I've given you some very special steel armour here because I thought it would fit you best. Thank you so much for the support and for becoming a Cobblestone member. And Joe Y. Curtis or Joey Curtis, I don't know. Tell me in the comments below, Joe. It'd be great to know whether or not I say it one way or the other. But thank you for the support either way. You're an absolute star and welcome to the Can. We're going to go over to the... Ouch! Over to the Redstone. And I've had to open up another hall. This is getting a little bit embarrassing because we filled that fella up. So I've got a nice big hall that surely we can't possibly fill this up. Go on, prove me wrong. I dare you. But we have got some more Redstone patrons. Rico G. Rico, I've got you atop a Redstone block. You're looking fabulous in your steel armour there, mate. Thank you so much for the support. Keith Hammonds. Keith, thank you for becoming a Redstone patron. It is superb to know that you care enough to be able to give me that level of support. I'm absolutely delighted. Stan has upgraded from Cobblestone. Upgrades are allowed, and you are an absolute star. Thank you so much, Stan, for the continued support in the Redstone ranks. It is brilliant to have you. You're in the middle of the can here, mate. I hope your shoulders are very, very strong. Tylee 37, thanks so much for becoming a Redstone patron. It is amazing to have you in the team. It is brilliant to see you atop that Redstone block. I'm very, very grateful. And the very lovely Catherine Dawes. Catherine, you're mad. Thank you so much for upgrading. Upgrades are allowed to Redstone, which is just incredible and mind-blowing. I'm so grateful that you feel it necessary to do that, and I'm forever bowing at your feet. You are at the end of the can here, love. Make sure you're exercising that left shoulder, otherwise it's going to ache terribly. I've got another treat. We are coming into the diamond hall. I love coming into this diamond hall. It's cool the way the gates come over there. It's like you're entering the diamond hall. It's brilliant. But we've got another... Gaza has upgraded from redstone to diamond. Upgrades, especially those type, are allowed. It's brilliant, mate, to have you on the diamond ranks. You are literally a diamond geezer. It is just an honour and a privilege to have had the opportunity to chat with you on the server and in chat. It's good to know you, my mate, and thank you so much for taking the time and the commitment to become a diamond patron. You are an absolute star. Thank you so much. If you want to get involved with Patreon, it could not be simpler. Just go to avomance.com. That is avomance.com. And all of the benefits there are listed. Oh, it's night time. I might have a maybe won't. Let's run with it. Go to avomance.com. I've already done that bit, haven't I? And you can find all the benefits of becoming a patron, including membership of my Avatopia SMP server, which is an absolute scream. And I'm telling you, the community is just superb. Just checking I'm safe. Right, okay, we are going for, what is it, 88, 89, absolutely bonkers. So episode 89, and today's person, I'm telling you, has been around since I think about 4,000 or 5,000 subs for a long time, then went away for ages and has come back. He's come back to me. He's like a boomerang, but the really good type that don't hit you in the head when you're not looking. It is very good news to be able to welcome Andre Hines. You are episode 89's mate, and I've got to be honest with you, mate, this is long overdue. You've deserved being in here for ages. You'd have been back in episode 20 really. So thank you so much for the continued support. You're an absolute star, and you know the drill. I hope you've got fireproof shoes on, because I'm shooting rockets at you. Yeah, boom boom. Thanks for the support, Andre. It is a pleasure to know you. Let's get back. We've gone up quite high, actually higher than I thought we would end up being, but it's all right, because actually it's not as high as the lighthouse. That would have been a disaster, and it's not that much taller than the barn. And you know, windmills are quite tall, I want to say ish. Yeah, can we say I'm sure we can say windmills are quite tall, so I'm not going to stress too much, but I am just putting on the roof, and I don't want to put on too, please don't let me phew. I don't want to put on too domey a roof. I want it to be relatively not it's a kind of pokey uppy. Is that an official term? That's a technical roofing term, pokey uppy. There and there. Is that right? Have I fluffed that? That's not right, is it? Come across there like that. There we go. Like that, like that, bring that across, and that across, and that across, and that across. Do I want to just put those in there for consistency? Right, so then I want to put that there, that there, that there. No. Oh, I've just lost two as well. Bump. I don't want, that's got to go back now, because just cut it out. As that. Right, so that confused me for a bit. So that there, and there. Am I not in the middle? This isn't right, is it? Hang on. I put one too many there and there. And there. That's right, that's better. Oh, that was a bit of a panic, wasn't it? Right, so that there, and that there. Might as well fill those in. And then put that there, that there. Star it up. Like that. How's that? Right, so as a roof, I think that's not too bad. Yeah. Have I got any rockets? Should we see if we can approach this from an elytra's perspective? There we go. Right, so almost died there. Did you see that? Right, so there we go. So we are, if I come around it, around this way, I literally almost crashed into a fence then. How does that look? That looks okay, I think. I think that's all right. I don't think it needs to be any more domey than that. And if it does, we can always come back up again. So this is where the magic happens, right here. And I am going to, hang on, I am not over that far enough. So have I got, yes I do, I thought I did. I need to come out one more there. So that comes out far enough over that. And then I want to surround with this. So there, there, and what I want to do is put it on the underneath, but I'll have to come down to my shelf down there to do that. And then, actually no, I've got to do a whole circle thing. So I might as well come down here now. 1, 2, 3. That's how it's got to go. And then I need some trapdoors. Right. If anybody saw To Asgard's, I can't get up there, can I? To Asgard's tutorial on how to make a windmill for dibs, you will know what I am trying to do right here. And I need to scaffold a lot. So let me just come down. Where's my hole? There's my hole. So and come all the way back down to the bottom. I can collect those. I can come outside. I'm going to need to scaffold like a madman. And I'm going to need to go and get some more scaffolding because I'm also going to need scaffolding for other things. So if I come up here, is that about right? Have I gone in the wrong place? Yeah. Oh dear. I'll have it all back. I went in entirely the wrong place then. Right, so let's come out a little bit further then. Hopefully that should be enough. Let me come up. Yeah, that's not too bad. And if I go, and that's the last one I can do. Right, so where's my trapdoors? 8. That goes like that. That goes like that. That goes like that. How many have I done there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 2 more, but I can't. Oh, hang on, yes I can. I can just do that, can't I? Yeah, I can. Then I can just tower across using these. And I can crouch 7, 8. Is that right? Ah! Ho, ho, ho. That was a little bit close. I don't think that's big enough. What do we reckon? I'm not sure that that's nearly big enough. Right, so I'm going to come back up and go in the other direction. And what I'll do is, when I've done this a bit more, no I won't. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. So on top of these, you crouch click, except you can't, can you? Right, so there you go, that's better. You crouch click and you pop. So I realised I'd done it wrong. The trapdoors have got to be on the top bit, whereas I'd put them on the bottom bit, and that don't work. So come up here and crouch click and put a bit of scaffold on each of them, like that. I've got to click on all of these. I didn't have to do that at all. What are you doing, man? Like that. And then come on here and then just take these scaffolds out. So that is one of the blades. I've not got many of these left, have I? Right, so and then I need to come up. 1, 2, 3. Do a jump. I'm going to eat something just to replace those hearts because I can see myself falling badly. And then I need to get trapdoor. I need to put the trapdoor there. I need to put that like that. I then need to put 1. How many did I do? 10, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes. Then I've got to do 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, just the right number. They're quite big, aren't they? Right. I wonder if they might be too big. Oh, you never know. Right. I have slept, haven't I? No, I haven't. Oh my goodness, I've not even got a bow and arrow either. I can see myself. I might as well just admit defeat here. Fly away. Yeah, you think you're hard? Well, you're harder than me at the minute. Oh, and that's what I need is a baby zombie as well. I got you. Where are you? Come on then, pal. How many times have I got to hit you? I thought I had a really good sword here. There we go. And I'll have your phantom membrane as well. That'll teach you. Right, so let's have a look at this. Are they too long or are they okay? They might even not be long enough, you know. And I've put that sail on the wrong side. Oh, right, I'm going to go and sleep and then I'm going to try and correct it, for goodness sake. Now, it might be night time, but I can see that actually this don't look too shabby. Still some finishing touches to put on the sails. I've not done any of the decorative on that white concrete. I'm actually debating whether or not... Oh, we've got some mates. Hello, boys. Don't have a go at me. See what I did to you, mate? I'm debating whether or not it needs it, frankly. I don't know that it needs those kind of spruce steps to make it look all Tudory. But what I am going to do, I'm going to come back up here because I need to just finish off the front. Now, if you saw To Asgard's video, you'll know that he did it with some grindstones. Now, I'm not going to do that because, because I don't want to. But what I am going to do is I'm going to put that bit of wood there. And where's my things? There we go. And I'm going to, and I'm going to pop buttons on all four sides. There. Wooden button there. Wooden button there. And then if I get rid of that, and then come down and put a wooden button. Oh, stop, there we go. Wooden button there as well. And I think that's probably all I need. What does it look like if I put some stone buttons on here? That might work actually. Yeah, I'm going to put 4 stone buttons on each of those corners. Right, so let's come down. Oh look, we've got a llama. Where's your mate? Oh, of course, he's invisible. Let's just get that down. Collect all these back up again. I'm not interested. I don't deal with invisible people. So if I come over here, how does that now look? I am pretty pleased with that, you know. I do believe that I might actually be done, and I'm very excited about it as well. Do you want to have a look? I'm really pleased with how it's come out. Bump. There we go. One windmill. It looks brilliant. I'm so pleased. It looks really cool. So what I've done is I've landscaped up all around it. So we've got a little bit of landscaping there. We've pathed it up. I've kept this bit open to the water because I thought that might be quite nice. We've brought the fields up and around, literally all the way around. If I come over here, you can see all the way around the edge here. We've massively bushed up this side to give it a bit of feel. We've kept it all bushed around here as well. Significant bushing up and around here. Yes, indeed. And the windmill itself, I got to say, even if I do say so myself, the windmill looks cracking. Let's go inside. I've not done an awful lot inside, I'm going to be honest with you. We have, however, got a millstone. So that's the top millstone and the bottom millstone. They're very, very close together, which is why you can't see a crack. And that goes all the way up to the top. So let's go up to the top. If I come out this side first, I've just got, I might put something in here, I don't know. I've only got one single channel, so it's actually very difficult to put anything in there. But if I carry on and go up here to the top, you will be able to see, I've got enough room, that that is on a grindstone that comes through. That's where the windmill doodad is. Hits a grindstone, which, I mean, blatantly isn't some kind of cog that turns that, but we'll just pretend. Go with it. Go with it. And then out here, we can come out and around and we can see our kingdom. It's actually, I'm really, really pleased. So I reckon that this place is starting to come along. I've got to think about what the next project is going to be. We've got the silo, the barn and the windmill now are all sorted. More or less that area there is done. I'm not going to do anything else with that water. I want to keep it. Maybe the next project is actually releasing the beasts. Yep. Maybe the next thing is to take the fences down and see where everybody goes, because there's still going to be a number of dark spots, but there might be enough iron golems, I think, to protect the villagers sufficiently that we don't lose loads. And there's still loads in that breeder as well. Brilliant. Anyway, if you have enjoyed that video, please do remember to slap that like button. It'd be great to know you enjoyed them, and I will keep on making them. And also, if you've not done it already, please do hit that subscribe button. It'd be great to see you in my sub club, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.